Yeah, good news in Accra. Ghana is working hard to build or revive its nuclear power plant project. And we need nuclear energy for civilian purpose. It is actually nothing new because the first president of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, actually had such an idea. He started a project. There's a place in Accra called Atomic Junction. That's where he started the project with the Russians who were building the plant for us. But unfortunately, he was overthrown. So the Russians had to go. So the government has seen the need for nuclear energy because our hydroelectricity power is exported to our neighboring country. And when Nkrumah was the president, the population was around 6 to 7 million people. Now we're 32, so we need a lot of energy in order to run factories in our homes. All right, so this is from Reuters newspaper. Article by Maxwell Akalari Adomila. French, Russia, Chinese firms vie to build Ghana's first nuclear power plant. Accra, 21st May. Ghana will select by December a company to build its first nuclear power plant from contenders including France's EDF, US-based New Scale Power and Regnum Technology Group, and China National Nuclear Corporation, an energy ministry official said. So those are the countries that are vying actually to build this uh, project in Accra. South Korea's KEPCO and its subsidiary Korea HYDRO Nuclear Power Corporation, as well as Russia's Rosatom, were also competing for a contract expected to span the next decade, said Robert Sobaji, a deputy director for power in charge of nuclear and alternative energy. So if you see in the list of companies or countries that are vying to build this project in Accra, those are those are countries with history. We cannot build this ourselves because it takes a lot. These countries have been doing this for a long period of time because we do not have the experience in such projects. All right. Now, if you look at those countries, South Korea, China also has a history of working uh, in nuclear sector, and especially Russia. Russia has done a lot. I mean, at least in South Africa and Egypt. But in particular, I would think they might go in for Russia because of the experience they have. But Ghana, almost like an American territory, so they might give it to the Americans. Cabinet will approve the final choice. It can be one vendor or two nations. It will depend on the financial model and the technical details. Okay. So budget to Reuters on Monday. Ghana started considering building a nuclear power plant in the 60s, but the process was derailed by a coup, which I told you in the beginning. A coup d'etat caused the project to be halted. It revived the plan in 2006 with an International Atomic Energy Association's assistance, following a devastating power crisis in that year. So there was a power crisis in 2006, 2007. I remember something. I was just quite young. I think yeah. But they did something. The government had to, you know, call tons of pastors. They went to the hydro, the dam, and praying over it. And this was my first serious argument I had with somebody in the house because it was silly to me. It was silly to me saying that we were having power crisis and pastors had to go praying over a machine when there was there was low level of water in the dam. And I said, what? What's prayer going to do for hydropower, hydro electricity generating machine? Yeah, so 2007 it was a serious crisis. I remember that. So Baji says 16 countries and companies had responded to the government's request for vendors, but a technical team of state agencies led by the Energy Ministry narrowed it down to the current 5 nations. So meaning there were 16 countries vying to build this project. I know Turkey will be among those countries. Turkey also has a history of working in that sector. Ghana, like other African countries, is increasingly looking to the possibility of nuclear power to close supply gaps in a continent where over 600 million people lack access to electricity. I mean, yeah, Ghana is one of those countries with full access to electricity. Over 80% of people have access to electricity. However, there are some number of people who don't have access to that, especially when you go to the villages. Some of them don't have access to electricity, but our government is actually doing well. Burkina Faso and Uganda have both signed agreements with Russia and China to construct their first nuclear power plant. Alright, so Burkina Faso, okay, and Uganda. Kenya, Morocco, and Namibia are also working to add nuclear to the energy mix, which is good, so long as it's not going to be used for any other purpose. I just pray that when you have these things, what happened in Japan, I don't know, I can't remember the year, should be between 2012 2013 there, but when their this thing blew up, the nuclear plants blew up, it caused a lot of havoc in that country. So I think they expect they will know how to really deal with that. South Africa, which operates the continent's only nuclear plant, is looking to add 2,500 megawatts power from the resource amid severe power shortages. Yeah, for South Africa, it's just like my own Nigeria. For them, they also have, but far better than Nigeria with their power crisis. Sometimes it's intermittent. Nigeria is like thy kingdom come. They have problems, so Nigerians usually don't have time. You can take power off. Ghana, when there is power outage, oh man, there's a lot of problem. So Gbaji said Ghana aims to add about 1,000 megawatts of power from nuclear to its electricity means by 2034. So the plan by 2034 is going to be materialized. And it's good. It's good for the international business community. It's going to increase a lot of investors into the country as well, and it's a good thing to be done. A good sign that the country is vying for this particular gigantic project. Ghana, an oil, cocoa, and gold exporting nation, expect nuclear power to become its baseload for quicker and broader industrialization, while increasing energy export to Benin, Ivory Coast, and Togo, among others. So I said in the beginning that we export electricity to our neighboring countries. So those are the countries. So we can say because we're having crisis, we have to cut off our exports to them. The population now is huge. So Baye said the government has already secured a site with capacity to accommodate up to 5 reactors. Yeah, so you have 5 nuclear reactors to be able to hold on to this project. That's fine. He added that it would prefer build, own, operate, and transfer arrangement with room for local equity holding. All right. Reuters. So that actually is good news. I think this is beautiful. I only pray that the best country is selected for this project and they do it well so that the impact of the reactor crisis we saw in Japan doesn't happen in Accra.